Meet the trusted maid who betrayed the Etim's family's trust in the most shocking way. She had been waiting for the perfect moment to strike, and when her madam fell fast asleep, she snuck into her room and stole her valuables. But that wasn't all. She also framed Mr. Etim for her crimes, leaving the family reeling. But how was her deceitful scheme finally exposed? Get ready for a jaw-dropping revelation that will leave you speechless.
In the serene village of Odukpani, Cross River State, Nigeria, where the Calabar River flowed gently and the air was filled with the scent of blooming flowers, there lived a kind family who trusted their mate completely. But no one could have predicted the shocking betrayal that was about to unfold. This is the true life story of betrayal, heartbreak, and the quest for justice. In Odukpani, there was a loving family named the Etims. Mr. Etim, his wife Ekaite, and their two children, Ini and Basi, lived a happy and peaceful life. They were known for their generosity and kindness. One day, Mr. Etim decided to hire a maid to help with the household chores. Mfon, a quiet and seemingly humble girl from a nearby village, came to live with them. She was welcomed warmly into the Etim family. Ekaite treated Mfon like her own daughter, teaching her how to cook and clean. Ini and Basi played with her, and soon she became part of the family. They trusted her with everything. Unknown to the Etims, Mfon had a hidden motive. She was secretly jealous of their happy life and plotted to take advantage of their trust. One day, Ekaite noticed that her precious jewelry was missing. She searched everywhere but couldn't find it. She was puzzled but didn't suspect Mfon. However, Mfon met secretly with some strangers in the market. She sold the stolen jewelry and received a large sum of money. Not satisfied yet, she planned to betray the Etims further. Mfon cleverly planted evidence that made it look like Mr. Etim was involved in illegal activities. She wanted to ruin his reputation and take over the family's wealth. Following the placement of the fabricated evidence, she made an anonymous call to the police using a concealed phone number and misled them into believing that Mr. Etim was engaged in illicit business, prompting them to initiate a search of the residence.
Hello, officer. This is the lady who contacted you yesterday regarding the tip I provided. I believe it's time for you to take action. Please bring your team to the residence for a thorough search. He is currently at home. I will send you the address immediately.
One evening, police came to Mr. Etim's house and arrested Mr. Etim for allegedly being involved in illegal businesses. The family was shocked and devastated. Ekaite was desperate to prove her husband's innocence. She didn't know who to trust, but continued to treat Mfon with kindness, not knowing she was the traitor. Ini, the eldest daughter, started to suspect Mfon. She noticed her sneaky behavior and decided to investigate further. Ini found a hidden letter in Mfon's room. It revealed her secret meetings and plans to betray the family. Ini was horrified and didn't know what to do. Ini confronted Mfon with the letter and she denied everything and pretended to be innocent. She even accused Ini of trying to frame her. Ini decided to seek help from her best friend Udwak, who was known for her wisdom. Udwak advised her to gather more evidence before taking action. Ini set up a secret recording device in Mfon's room. She hoped to catch her confessing or talking about her plans. One night, Ini's plan worked. Mfon was recorded confessing to her crimes and plotting more betrayals.
Listen up, everyone. Now that Mr. Tim is in police custody, we've succeeded in our first step. We need to move quickly to steal his company documents and change the ownership.
Ini finally had the evidence she needed. Ini shared the recording with her mother, Ekaite. The family was heartbroken to learn that someone they treated as their own had betrayed them so cruelly. Ekaite took the recording to the police. They listened to the evidence and realized that Mr. Etim was innocent and had been framed by Mfon, their mate. The police arrested Mfon. She tried to deny everything, but the evidence was overwhelming. The Etim family felt a mix of relief and sadness. Mr. Etim was released from jail. He was grateful to be home but deeply hurt by the betrayal. The family vowed to never let anyone come between them again. The village of Odukpani was shocked by the news. They couldn't believe that Mfon, who seemed so sweet and innocent, could betray the Etims. Mfon was put on trial for her crimes. The evidence was clear, and she was found guilty. She was sentenced to prison for her betrayal. The Etim family began to heal together. They supported each other and tried to move past the pain. They became even closer and more united. Ini was praised for her bravery and cleverness. She has saved her family from ruin and proved that love and loyalty could overcome even the deepest betrayals. Uta continued to be a great friend to Ini. She helped the family through their healing process and taught them the importance of forgiveness. In prison, Mfon began to regret her actions. She realized that jealousy and greed had led her down a dark path, and she wished she could undo the betrayal. Ekaite decided to visit Mfon in prison. She told her that despite everything, they forgave her. Mfon broke down in tears, grateful for their kindness. The betrayal had made the Etim family bond even stronger. They knew that they could face any challenge as long as they had each other. It would always be easy to overcome them. The Etim family was finally on the path to healing after the shocking betrayal by Mfon. Yet, the aftermath of such treachery left deep emotional scars. To rebuild their lives, they knew that they had to support each other more than ever before. The village of Odukpani was surprised with the news of Mfon's betrayal. The villagers, who had always seen the Etims as a pillar of the community, were both shocked and sympathetic. They offered their support to the Etim's family, helping them in any way they could. Ini embassy found solace in their friends, who stood by them during their difficult times. Ekaite, though heartbroken, focused on keeping the family together and strong. One day, an old friend of the family, Pastor Ekanem, visited the Etim's household. Pastor Ekanem had known Mr. Etim since they were children. He brought with him words of wisdom and comfort, encouraging the family to trust in each other and in their faith. God works in a different ways. Pastor Ekanem said, sometimes challenges are placed in our path to strengthen us and to teach us important lessons. The Etim family took these ways to heart. They began attending church regularly, finding strength in their faith and support of the community. While the family was healing, they received an unexpected visitor. It was Mfon's mother, Grace. She came to apologize on behalf of her daughter and to seek forgiveness from the Etims. I am deeply sorry for what Mfon did to your family, Grace said, tears streaming down her face. I raised her better than this, and I hope you can find it in your heart to forgive her. Ekaite, moved by Grace's sincere apology, assured her that they had already forgiven Mfon. Forgiveness is the first step to healing. Ekaite said, we bear no ill will towards Mfon, and we hope she finds peace and healings. Though Mfon was already in prison, Mr. Etim was determined to uncover the full extent of her betrayal. He hired a private investigator, Mr. Okun, to look into Mfon's activities and the people he was involved with. Mr. Okun discovered that Mfon had been part of a larger criminal network that specialized in targeting wealthy families. They used maids and other household staff to gather information and execute their plans. With the evidence gathered, Mr. Etim decided to confront the criminal network. He coordinated with the local police and Mr. Okon to reach their hideouts. The operation was successful, and several members of the network were arrested. When they reached, they found more stolen items and evidence linking the network to various crimes in the region. The police were grateful for Mr. Etim's initiative, which helped dismantle a dangerous group. In the midst of this, the Etims received help from an unexpected ally, Chief Okoro, a wealthy and influential man in the neighboring village, had also fallen victim to the same criminal network. He offered his resources and connections to assist in the investigations. Chief Okoro's involvement brought more attention to the case, ensuring that justice was served swiftly. The Etims and Chief Okoro formed a strong bond, united by their shared experience. With the criminal network dismantled and justice served, the Etims began to focus on rebuilding their lives. Mr. Etim's family expanded their businesses, using the compensation received from the authorities to invest in new projects. Their effort brought the community closer together, fostering a sense of trust and cooperation. The Etims were once again seen as leaders in Odukpani, admired for their strength and kindness. Ekaite and Ini decided to visit Mfon in prison one last time. They wanted to offer her a chance at atonement and to show her that forgiveness was possible. Mfon, who had been struggling with guilt and regrets, was surprised and deeply moved by their visit. She expressed her remorse and thanked them for their forgiveness. "I have realized the errors of my ways," Mfon said. "I want to change and make amends for what I have done." Ekaite and Ini encouraged her to use her time in prison to reflect and grow. They promised to support her effort to turn her life around, offering to stay in touch and help her reintegrate into society when she was released. To celebrate their healing and unity, the Etim family decided to organize a community event. They invited everyone in Odukpani and the neighboring villages to join them for a day of festivities. The event included music, dance, food, and various activities for children and adults. It was a joyous occasion, filled with laughter and camaraderie. The villagers celebrated not just the Etim's family's resilience but also the strength of their community. During the event, Mr. Etim made a special announcement. He had decided to establish a scholarship fund in Mfon's name to help young people from disadvantaged backgrounds receive an education and better their lives. This scholarship is a reminder that everyone deserves a second chance. Mr. Etim said, "We must learn from our mistakes and strive to make the world a better place." The announcement was met with applause and cheers. The villagers were proud of the Etim's family's generosity and their commitment to helping others. As the years passed, the Etim family continued to grow. They had turned their painful experience into a source of strength and inspiration. Their story became a legend in Odukpani, a tale of betrayal, forgiveness, and restoration. Mfon, having served her time in prison, was released. She returned to her village and began working with community leaders to prevent others from making the same mistake she had. She dedicated her life to helping others and making amends for her past actions. The Etim's family legacy lived on through their actions and the lives they touched. The scholarship fund helped many young people to achieve their dreams. The Etim's family looked to the future with hope. They knew that with love, trust, and forgiveness, they could overcome anything. The villagers of Odukpani learned the importance of trust, forgiveness, and unity. They understood that true strength came from supporting each other and standing together in times of need. The story of Mfon's betrayal taught the village a valuable lesson. They learned to be cautious, but also to forgive and help those who had lost their way. Parents who gathered their children around the fire, telling them the tale of Etim's family, trials and triumphs. The story served as a reminder that even in the face of great betrayals, love and forgiveness could prevail. The moral lesson of this story is that we should exercise caution around strangers and be wary of trusting others easily. Yet, even in the face of profound betrayal, the power of love and forgiveness can heal even the deepest of wounds. Thank you so much for watching and stay tuned on our next video.
If you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel. Also remember to like, comment, and share our content with your friends and on your timelines. Feel free to share your thoughts about the story in the comments section as well. Thank you.